Okay, so let's get started with making the chi field part of our class. So we're going already into hopefully quite a good state of being connected to everything, to the universe. And then we can also maybe experience that trust a little bit, explore it while we do the chi field building. And afterwards I will just say a few things on trust, not just trust in the universe, but there are some things we need to do so that we can trust in the universe. And then we'll do some sharing. So please, just find the position where you can stay in for a while. And just bring your awareness to your breathing. Bring your awareness inside, into your breath. So just observe at the moment the movement of your breathing. What is moving in your body? Feel the sensation in your nostrils, in your throat, in your lungs. When you breathe in and when you breathe out. Hear your breath. You may even feel your sense of smell. So being so close to our breathing is a fantastic tool to be in the present moment. Awareness in the present moment, and we know that's the only time actually happening, the present moment. And as you do that, allow your body to relax. There is nothing wrong in the present moment if you're just in your breathing, in your body right now. So you can let go of any tensions in your body, not needed. Tensions we build up as a protection, as a being ready to keep us safe, very often, to run. So just let it go. In this moment there is nothing wrong. And see if you can do that with your special parts in your body, where a lot of your tension sits. And that can be for everybody a different part. Just breathe into that part and invite the part to relax, to let go, to trust. Put trust into that part of your body. As a, I trust you. But also as, I trust what is. And then let your awareness come to that emptiness and spaciousness inside your body. And feel how there is no tension in that place. That's when your body is just becoming chi and dissolving into chi. And it's melting into the external, so internal and external become one. Can you sense the stillness in that space? The calm, the peace. Be aware of this unification between you and the universe. Be aware that there is no distinction between you and the universe. Because you are the universe. Just drop any other belief. Just tell yourself, I am one with the light of the wisdom of the universe. Become that light. Actually, you are that light. You don't even have to become it. You are it. And we know that the wisdom of the universe is full of the 5 Shin qualities. So just notice how that feels in your heart to be the 5 Shin qualities. To be trust. Be openness. Be love. Be gratitude. Be Gong Jing. Your heart is the heart of the universe. And then just be aware that every heart of every human is in that heart of the universe. Feel them right there with you. Feel their heart qualities. Wushin. And then the hearts of any life form are in this heart. The plants are there too. Just think of the gongjing of the plants. Wow. How much trust do they have? Feel Mother Earth. Feel the strength and beauty of the heart qualities of Mother Earth. And then let's go out crazy into the whole universe. Galaxies, universe. All of that is part of that heart. And then just imagine yourself with no doubt. Imagine your life with you feeling that unconditional trust of your heart, of your true self, which is already there. So just imagine it's not covered up. Imagine your heart is shining bright and it's all open and all allowing you to just follow the flow of Tao, of the flow of your purpose, of your life. Regardless if that brings whatever lessons that brings with it, whatever challenges that brings with it. Just imagine yourself in this unconditional trust. Try. What would that mean to your life, to how you feel? See if you can keep the mind out of this, because the mind is going to want to tell you all the things you should think of. Just see that path which you would walk with unconditional trust. I'll just give you a minute or two to just be in that, play with it. Can you sense the clarity this would bring with it? And it's not inactive. It's the clarity of where to go, what to do, how to do it. And then bring your awareness back to your lower dantian. And just end with a little bit of dantian breathing there, opening and closing your dantian with your breath. Feel it. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes or you can keep them closed. I packed a few things already into this chi field building. Some few things might be a repetition, but again, we need repetition. We need to hear things again and again and again to really hear them or understand them. Or we know how often Yuan Qigong says the same things to us already for many years, and each time it is heard differently, or suddenly it clicks. Suddenly it makes sense, or may even hear it for the first time, even if he has said it already 3 times since I know him. So very, very important for us to remember again and again is that trust is already there. It's there in our heart, and it's unconditional trust which is there, not just normal trust. It is there. It is as sure as the sun is there, always. Doesn't disappear. When the clouds are there, then we can't see the sun, and our clouds are our patterns. So we are the universe. We are it already. We don't have to try to make that happen. We are it already. We just got it. The patterns made us forget it. It's a strategy we went down in our development as humans of trying to keep safe, which has brought us to this point where we realize that we have to change that strategy to a different strategy, and to actually not to a different strategy, just to a remembering who we really are. That we are already there, we just need to, like Doris says in the documentary, lift that veil. We need to lift that veil. So if the hour or today's session is on trust in the universe, it's actually also trust in ourselves, isn't it? If we are the universe, it comes together. And what Norberto made so clear in his talk was like that our problem is that we very often trust in our patterns. Okay? They feel so familiar. They keep us safe. So we trust them. And as we keep trusting them, it's hard to let them pass. So the trusting in the pattern is what we need to change. So what do we want to trust in? What is it we need to trust? And Norberto pointed out throughout his talk, and I wanna really make that to our first thing we need to do. It is trust in our heart. We need to trust in our heart. And that's actually, I think, to remember how Dory got to her stage where she is now. She made that step by again and again and again coming back to her heart. And at the end of the day, coming back to our heart is trusting our heart. Because if we come back to something, then we trust that. Otherwise, we wouldn't come back to that. So we need to trust in our heart. And when we are able to do that, then that is already also trusting in the universe. Hi, Nathan. So it's also connected. When we trust in our heart, then the trust in the universe will just come. And I don't know, maybe somebody can really say, for me, it's easier to trust in the universe. I think that might be a different approach to say, okay, but I say I trust in the universe, but you need to observe, does that bring with it that you trust in your heart too, or is it a bit of hiding and avoiding of trying to trust your heart? Okay, and as we know, our heart is the home of our true self. So at the end, we trust our true self. And as we know, that's where the heart qualities are already there. That's the sun, which is already there. Our true self is there. There is no doubt. We just forget it from one moment to the other one. And that's the difference between us and Dori and Roberto and Yuan Qigong and all the other enlightened people in this world. They know it in every moment who they are. They know I'm the true self. That's who I really am. We just have to keep reminding ourselves. That's where the practice comes in. That's where we say, I trust my heart, or just trust, or I trust the universe, or whatever other tool you create for yourself, whatever works for you to bring you back, to remind you of who you are. So, yeah, Norberto says, grow the awareness of trust. And that's how we can grow awareness of trust, by remembering it all the time, by telling ourselves hundreds of times during the day, I trust my heart, I trust my true self, just trust, whatever. That's how we grow the awareness of trust. And then we need to direct the trust to where we want it. And where do we want it? Do we want to trust in our patterns? Again, I trust my heart. That's how I direct the trust to where I need it. Or I trust the universe. Or I just trust. It's a mantra we have to keep repeating anytime we remember. And you know, sometimes we think, oh yeah, I really feel that trust. You know, we all go through times when we feel so strong and everything is so beautiful, and we really think it is something different, and it is. But then the universe comes and says, okay, let's see if this is the real thing. And then the universe sends us a challenge. Whatever the challenge is, big or small. Can we, even in that challenge, say, I trust my heart? Because if we can, then we made it. Then we got the test. Then we what's the word? We passed the test. And if it's disturbing us, then we need to keep working and keep working. To end, I would like to read out actually a quote. I wrote it out from Norberto's talk on trust. Very simple. You can trust in your heart. You can trust in the wisdom of the universe. You can trust that the challenges in your life are for your best, to help you to become aware of things that you need to manifest. If we are able to keep the mind out and understand and feel in our heart how true that is, then it takes all fear away from us. There's no fear if we can truly allow our heart to feel that. So just for a few respirations now, just close your eyes and listen. Listen to your heart. And there's no judgment. Your heart might run crazy right now, telling you all the things which, you can't just trust in. Just observe, just be aware. No judgment. Because often in just allowing what is, things can change. Okay. And then in our little sharing discussion after today, might want to add something. We're just going to do whatever comes up. And if you want to share something which doesn't even have to do much with trust today, that's fine too. We're just going to keep it completely open and trusting.
I enjoyed that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
When you're at a certain state of, I guess we could use the word unification or the word trust, you can feel the wisdom of the universe. So the universe has wisdom, and you may not know exactly what it's trying to say, but you can feel that it speaks to you. And Yuan Qigong on the weekend said that when you're in that state, sometimes when you kind of experience some of that wisdom in a really clear way, it's not easy to say, did it come from me? Did it come from my true self? Did it come from inside me? Or did it come from the universe talking to me? Because at that point, you've lost the separation between you and the universe. You're just part of the wisdom of everything that there is. And so the universe does have wisdom. And, there's a really great, I think his name is, I might get his name wrong, but it's like Rupert Sheldrake or something. And he has some talks on YouTube, and he talks about how in previous civilizations or cultures, the worldview was that the outer world had consciousness, whereas we're in a really materialistic culture now. But to use an example, New Zealand has done a lot to honor the Maori culture, that the indigenous culture before the Europeans arrived, and their culture, just all that language, just makes the universe is consciousness. And it's kind of metaphorical, but there's a really, a river has life, and so it's a feeling that you can get when you cultivate life and cultivate this state of trust, that you start to feel the wisdom and the consciousness and the life within everything. And that would be the ideal. But of course, we don't always feel that. And so I also wanted to add that even when I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me, even when I'm not feeling so in tune that, I'm maybe trying to make a decision, should I quit my job? Should I buy an airplane ticket? Can't do that, but should I do this or that? And we're not in that space of clarity where we can get answers like that. But even then, the universe is still trying to talk to us. Sometimes it's a friend giving us advice, and or sometimes something happens that seems to be unfortunate. I thought of a funny story. I used to do a lot of hitchhiking when I was in my early 20s, and one time the girls that I was with, they picked me up hitchhiking, and then a few minutes later they stopped, and one of them went into the back of a gas station and stole someone's pay packet or something, stole some money, and then about half an hour later we were arrested. And they, for the life of them, wouldn't let me go, and so I had to spend until it was too late to hitchhike. So I never got charged or anything for being a hitchhiker, but the way that I got held back from a day's journey, and I was meeting friends, and the way that just changed my summer, really, because I went, different things happened. And so I wasn't at a point, I had some trust in the universe, but I wasn't at a point where I had the clarity I do now. if I had, the universe was probably giving me messages all day. It was probably just saying, don't stay home, don't travel, have a relaxing day, leave a day later or something. It was probably was saying, you don't know.
Maybe
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe it helped for your path. That experience might have been important for your path.
It was great. But you know, the universe is, so even when ideally we want to open our hearts, and we do it by trusting ourselves and trusting our wisdom and our ability to connect with wisdom, but even then we still trust. We trust everything but we still try to make the best decisions, and we still try to keep a clear head, obviously. Yeah. Well, that's all I have to add.
And it's really, you know, trust really has to be felt, isn't it? We can't do it with our mind, because that's not really the true trust. Then things happen which, you know, happen because we ignored that it was the mind or the pattern, or maybe it would have been trusting into the wrong thing, into the pattern, you know. But
it also doesn't surprise me when, I just thought of this now, but like when I'm in a trusting state, it doesn't surprise me that, you know, if I meet someone, I'm not even trying to start a conversation or anything. People just start conversations with me when I'm feeling trusting. And more so, you know, it's not an absolute thing. And so it doesn't surprise me that when I'm in a trusting state, that the universe itself is responding to me. We're feeling each other, and the universe is probably going, oh, I don't really know what the universe is doing, but it's definitely something to cultivate, that's for sure.
Yeah. And I think really the nicest times to really feel the trust is when something doesn't go right. You know, when we can really say, this is shit. But then we might have that awareness of, but I trust the universe. And what that does to that feeling of this is shit is it does change it. It might not make it not shit anymore, but it will change it. So to really remember, and that's where the practice comes in again. You know, if we remind ourselves often of trust when we're not in an extreme situation, then we will probably remember it when it's most needed easier. Okay, that's it. So I'll invite you to just find again your nice relaxed position for a trust meditation. Just relaxing through your body, and you can remember what we did at the very beginning of this class when we built the chi field, and really relaxing and letting go of any of the tensions we don't need right now. And then bringing that awareness right into the body. Being aware of the body and of the emptiness and spaciousness. Dissolving the chi body with the universe, becoming one. And then as you bring your awareness to your heart, let's feel in our heart the 5 Shin verses. At the same time as we hear them, and we also try to understand them, but understand them with the heart. Heaven, earth, and human are all teachers with infinite wisdom. I open my Shinmen to trust and love them unconditionally. So if we think about heaven, earth, and human, that's actually the universe. It includes everything. So it's about trusting the universe, trusting our teacher, the universe, and what it brings us. With gratitude in my heart, I receive the bright light of their love and wisdom and unify with it. My Shin-E and Shin are fully aligned with the light of Tao. With Gongjing, realization and wisdom are arising. I am one with the light of the wisdom of the universe. Your heart is overflowing with trust. You feel completely relaxed and you feel safe. You feel open and positive. Feel the inner peace and joy. Feel the contentment and sense of freedom. Feel the confidence and strength within yourself. Feel the enormous patience. Feel the love for everything and everyone. Feel unconditional trust in yourself, in your heart. in your true self. Gently surrender to your true self. There is no need to control. You are safe. Your true self is awakening. Let your true self guide you and take care of everything for you. Feel your utmost trust in the universe to make the best plan for you. Your trust is aligning you with the great wisdom. Feel how comfortable you are with changes and uncertainties. Feel unconditional trust in your heart. Feel unconditional trust in your true self. Feel unconditional trust in the universe. Just trust. And then as you reach your arms out to the side, connect with the universe. Connect with the trust of the universe and the wisdom of the universe. And bring it back to your heart. You are trust. You are the universe. And then open your arms out again, connecting to the chi, bright, pure chi, and all that beautiful information in the chi, bringing it back to your lower dantian. And keep nourishing chi into lower dantian with your dantian breathing. And then rub your hands for the head and face. Trust in that chi between your hands. And then just rub your whole face. Your whole face. Forehead, temples, eyes, nose. You can move out to the ears and down your throat, your neck. Rub it all with trust. And then you can rub over your head, down the back of the neck. And then you can just end with the massage of your ears. Feel the response in the whole body as you massage your ears. And then pull your ears.
And open the eyes slowly.